So you see, let me change the size. Today we will discuss some commands, but the topic is how to log into Putty without entering username and password. So I asked you guys to download Putty Gen. Anybody tried that? It's the same package as GTY Gen. I think I had that package, Putty, PUTTYGE. Yeah, Putty Gen. So what we will do is, okay, let me share the screen. It's a Putty Gen, a key generator. Login your VM through username password is a very insecure method because I have used root 123. Anyone can crack this password in a minute. So either we use very long passwords, or there is a better way. We use the public and private keys. So the public and private keys, I guess nobody has an idea what's a key. This is a topic, but I'm supposed to tell you it in the end. Let's say just first let me generate a key. This is a pretty key generator. RSA, I'm selecting the type RSA and I'm generating a key. Just move your mouse here and there on this blank area so the randomness is generated in the key. And my key is generated. This is my public key. So let's say this is a password. So probably this is a very difficult password to crack. And let's assume this is a password, but this is not a password, this is a key. Now I can save my public key and I have my private key. So I am saving my public key with the name. I have already done that, my public key. So I'm overwriting it and save my private key. I'm not going to protect it with password, and I can replace this, my private key, with this new private key. And that's it. That's the only role for Putty Gen. Now I have my both keys available. No, let me explain it a bit. If we type google.com, you can see there is this lock. You see the browser, right?
Yes.
So this is a lock, and the connection is HTTPS. What is HTTPS? It is secure connection. The connection is secure. Google is telling me it's secure. And if I go to more information, I have this certificate. This certificate expires on Monday, July 17, 2023. And I can view the certificate in detail. So it is giving me its validity, not before, not after, the DNS name is, and certificate authority, and so much more information. With this certificate, the traffic is encrypted between the client and the server. So if anybody in between is sniffing your traffic, so everything will be encrypted. If you are using HTTP, nothing is encrypted. And if you're typing your username, your password, and the man in the middle can see everything, the username and the password. But if you are going with the HTTPS, there is this certificate which encrypts everything, and only the server can decrypt that. So how you are encrypting it? You are encrypting it with your public key, and it's a key pair, private key and a public key. Whatever is encrypted with your private key or public key is encrypted through the private key, and whatever is encrypted through the private key can be decrypted from the public key, vice versa. So we will discuss this topic in the end. So let's say I have generated my key. Now what I want to do is, I can share complete screen. What I want to do is, I have this putty available with me. So I will go into the SSH, my connection. In the auth, I can browse for my private key. I just saved it. from the key pair. In the connection, under connection, in the data field, I will log in as root user. And the session will be, this is my IP address. And I can save the session as my lab Centos. And I can save it. Okay. Server refused our key. But why it refused the key? Because I have generated my key pair, but I have not uploaded it to the server. So I have one more tool, Win SCP. You can go to the Google and download this tool, Win SCP, right now. My IP address is 192.168. Sorry, what was that? 192.168.16.139. 16.139. I can log into my machine. The username is root, and the password is root 123. This left side is my computer, my CDE drive, and I can go anywhere. This is my desktop, and this is my virtual machine. This has got root and proc, temp, user, var. So I am sending this file the public key. You never share your private key with anyone, and you can share your public key with everyone. So I am sharing my public key to the Linux machine. It's saying, oh, you have already a key available. So I am overwriting it. And then I go to my machine. Just observe the procedure, and then we will do it. So I have my public key available here. So what I will do is, actually, I test every scenario before telling the class. So this is a default package, SSH keygen in CentOS. -I was telling you, every command has some switches. So -I is a switch of I am taking a file as an input. -f means it's a file, and at root have copied my public key, and this double arrow shows whatever you just. I'll do it in. So this is my key, and I want to transfer this key to the authorized keys. That's what I'm doing. So this section tells I'm reading it, and after reading it, I am appending this to this file, authorized keys. Just bear with me. I know it's complicated, but I want to show you a scenario that we can discuss in detail. So now I can open a duplicate connection. I may have 2 keys available. So let's open a duplicate connection. Sorry, new connection, new session, and my lab CentOS. When I am logged in, so I have tried to log in, and it is saying I can change the appearance to 16. I have not provided any username or password. It has taken the username root because I selected in the property that I will log in through root, and then is authenticating with my public key, and it has logged in. So I have not provided any password. I am logging through my key, and this is called, passwordless login or key-based login. So mostly in production environments, we log in through keys. The certificate authorities running, they provide you the keys, or you generate your own keys, and then you log in your Linux machine because the username and password mechanism is very weak. And then we go into configuration. I told you we edit file using Vim, VI or Vim. So we have in etc SSH directory, there is a SSHD _config file. We search password. Password authentication. This hash tell me that it is commented out. If I can uncomment it and I say password authentication is no, So then nobody can log in this machine through the username password, and only key-based authentication is allowed. Any confusion or a lot of confusion?
Not confusion, but I guess we have to practice a lot to get to the point where you are.
Okay, so I'm not saving this file because I want to log in through a username password, because if I want to go to the SCP, what's a SCP? When SCP is used to transfer files from your computer to your virtual machine or your physical Linux machine over the network, over the IP address. So you can use FileZilla or any client which supports secure copy. And we are connecting it through port 22 over SSH port. So using that port, we are sending the data. We can send anything, the file, link. I mean, we can download anything from our virtual machine. Either is running here or somewhere in the world. I just need to have that port 22 open and the connection. Why I am not restricting it with username password? Because then I have to configure that key-based authentication on this client WinSCP also, because I am going through that SSH protocol. So let's start the session for today. I have told you how to do a login with the key, and we will discuss keys a bit later. So let's see what topics we will cover today. Our installation is done. Everyone is good with the installation. And now we are going basic commands.
Hey, Zishan, this is Sheikh here.
Okay.
I actually completed the installation, but like Jay was having some issues, like he couldn't print his IP right within the terminal. That's what happening with me.
Okay, so you are using if config -a.
So if config -a, right?
Yes, if config -a.
Yeah, it's not working.
It's not working, doesn't matter. IP space A space S.
So it gives me two options, like loopback, up, lower, up.
Okay, ignore loopback. What's the second one? ENS.
So it's 192.168.217.130/24/24.
Yes, agreed. This is your IP address.
Okay.
And then you install a package, net-tools, and I can share the command in the chat.
Yes, please. Yeah, that would be good.
Yum -install -y net-tools. I have shared the command. Okay.
Okay.
So then the other command will also be available.
Okay.
So let's say I want to go, this is my root directory. CD is for change directory. Print working directory, pwd. I'm standing on root, the main root /. If I want to go to var, so I will change directory and type var. And I will go into var. If I print pwd, it is telling me now I'm standing in var directory. I want to see the contents of var. I will press ls. So it is listing me that the folders, account, admin, cache, crash, db, logs, log, so many folders and files are there. But I don't know which one is a file and which one is a folder. So I will use a switch -a, L. So anything which has D in front of it, this is D. It's a directory. D is a directory. And for the files, L is for link, C in front of it. We have L link. And do I have a file? Yes. Dot updated is a file, so we don't have word D here. So that's how we know it's a file or it's a directory. So if account is a directory, then I can go into the account directory. I can do ls, and there is some file in there. The blue color also tells that it's a directory, and white color shows it's a file. But sometimes in many operating systems, everything is just black and white and you don't have colors. So this is the only way you can get. Further, it has told me, we discussed in our presentation, we have users. We are logging that root user, which is the most powerful user. And as we are seeing the system files, so the ownership and the user both are the root. The first tells you the user, second is the group. So root is the user, root is the group. So these files are all readable by root user. But if there is another user, like Zishan, like Jay, they will not have access to these files, the root files. Let's say I go to the home directory. I have one user, Zishan, and I forgot the password of Zishan. So PASSWD, pass WD is Zishan, and it will say, okay, set the password for Zishan. So I am giving it root 123. Root 123. Is it allowing me? Yes. So I can.
Are you resetting his password here?
Yes, I am resetting the password because I don't know the password of Zishan. I am the root user.
Okay.
I can do anything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, either I can log in again, or I can switch user by sitting in the same terminal. So if I say su minus ZEE SHA and Zishan, so now, okay. If you can see the difference, before there was a hash sign on my terminal, before every command, this sign, right? If I log out of a root user, or if I switch user to some other account, this sign changes with the $. So this tells you that you are not a root user, and if you are with hash sign, you are with root user. So now I want to go to root, and I want to go to var, and I want to open some file, or let's say I want to create touch is used to create files abc.txt. Permission denied. I am sitting at root directory. I'm not allowed to write it anything here. But when I exit from this user and at the same directory, if I touch abc.txt, I'm allowed to create this file abc.txt with the root user. So in Microsoft, you can create file everywhere with a non-root user, maybe. Well, I'm not very good at Microsoft, but I think it's allowed by default. In Linux, there are a lot of things which are denied by default. That's why Linux is secure. So let's say I have created a file abc.txt. Okay, Linux doesn't care. This is file extension. .txt is extension. Every file in Windows has extension. .doc, .docx, .ppt, .txt, .exe. Exes are the installers. In Linux, Linux don't care about what extension you have. Actually, Linux don't need any extensions to work. We type abc.txt to tell ourselves that it's a text file. Otherwise, Linux don't care it's abc.txt or abc. Anything. It doesn't care. So vi abc.txt. I am using tab. Like I typed A, I press tab, but there are so many words with A, admin, account. Now I'm typing B, press tab. So it completes the name automatically when it gets to uniqueness. So it is easy to type the commands. So if I type abc.txt, your file is open. I will type I for insert. So this abc.txt will go in insert mode after pressing I. Now I can type anything.
What do you mean insert?
I press I mean insert. I can insert in this file anything. I can type in this file. If I press escape, the insert mode is gone. Now I cannot type anything. If I need to edit this file, I need to go in the insert mode or edit mode. This can be done by pressing the keyword I. Now I can type hi, there, go, and anything.
Is it the same commands for Mac too?
We are not working with Mac. We are working with Linux machine. Remember, I am logged into my
It
Linux
doesn't
machine.
matter. Yeah.
I am logged into my Linux machine. I'm working
Linux
with my
machine.
Linux machine. So it doesn't matter Mac.
So-
Mac is like, it's your base OS. We don't care what base OS is there.
Got
We
it.
are working with our VM. So now I press escape. I type : W, write, Q, quit, and sign of exclamation. So I am writing this file and quitting out. If I don't want to write this file and just I want to quit, I can type : Q, sign of exclamation. But I want to write this file, so it is done.
What do we
Yeah.
use to edit? Like the same thing, insert and then edit, or do we have
Just
anything else to edit?
No, that just I am opening a file. If I want to delete something, edit is okay. You can do it. I'm going in insert mode. I can type backspace. I can delete anything.
Okay, got
But
it.
in the insert mode, there is another option. Let's say I have a very big line. I don't want all the way pressing backspace to delete it. So what I can do is I go out of insert mode, go onto the line and press D 2 times. The line is gone. So double D is to delete a file.
Do you have some kind of cheat sheet for all these commands?
No. So if you type U, it will undo it. I mean, it's very simple. Delete starts from the word D. So you can remember it DD. If you want to delete it, sorry, undo it. Undo starts from U. So you can type U and it will undo it. One more thing. You want to copy a line. I think it is YY. I am on this line. I press YY. And let's say I go in insert mode. I can, after exiting the insert mode, I can type P. P is for paste, right? So I can do P and it is pasting the line as it is. So if I go to line hello class, copy Y and P paste, it is typing. With Y you have copied it and with P you are pasting it. And let's say I have a file which is very, very, very long. And the Linux is saying, okay, you have some error code or I'm not able to find something on line number, let's say 99,954, whatever. So I don't have this much big file. So I will go with : line number 23. So it will take me directly to line number 23. I want to say go to line number 3. It will take me to line number 3. I want to go to line 50. It will take me to line 50.
So from hello class, if I just want to copy class,
then you have to copy class. Okay, then using putty, it's very easy. If you select it, it's already copied. And
okay,
you want to paste it here, type insert and do right click. It's pasted. So if you highlight anything, it is copied. If you right click it, right click your mouse, like right click your keyboard, touchpad, it will write it automatically. So that's why we use putty. It helps you a lot, especially in copy paste and viewing what you are doing for very long. And you can save the output in a log file also. So now set number. So it is giving me the line numbers now. It's not by default. So I want to go to line, let's say 29. I'm on line number 29. I mean, you have to practice it a lot. I want to find a word in this file. Let's say with /, I can say I want to find word HELLO. So it has taken me to the word hello. I can press N, the next hello, N, the next HELLO. So that's how we search anything in our text files. You know, Linux is a bit, you will feel it a bit complicated because we are used to mouse, click here, there, copy file, move file. But in Linux, everything is command. And when you have practiced it, it's not that difficult. So in our Notepad++ or in your Notepad or WordPad, there is an option you can search and replace, right? So if you have done it. Colon %/ S means source. Search for hello word. Replace it with byword /G. So by class. Everywhere the word hello is coming, I have replaced it the word by.
The property, the locale and Docker, right?
Okay. So I muted Gohar. So are you getting it, or it is too complicated? Anyways,
I think we have to listen to
have to
the
just practice
recording
it.
again.
You have to practice it. You have to practice it. Eventually, your fingers will remember it. I mean, you don't need to remember it. It's so. Anyways, if I want to copy a file, we are done with the small editing. We will do it tomorrow for some practice. Let me check what commands we need to cover. Unless we will do history cat. Okay. So now I have a file. I don't want to edit it. I just want to read it. So I have abc.txt. So this is my file. Okay, I have not saved that file, so it's not giving me the complete file, which I have done the copying and pasting. So I can do either more or cat. Both will give you the same result. So we can read with the word more, we can read with the cat. And if I want to copy this file, abc.txt, so I will use cp abc.txt to abc2.txt. So now if I do ls, I have the abc2.txt with the same content. If I can say cp abc.txt to abc3.txt. So now I have 3 same files available. And if I want to rename any file, I mean, you don't have right click rename here. You will say move abc.txt with xyz.txt. So now abc.txt is gone, and this is my xyz.txt. That's how we move the files. I mean, rename the folder and the files through move command, mv. The point is, you have to practice it. If you don't do it, I mean, there is no way you're gonna get it. You will practice this, you will get some issues, and then I can help you out. Okay. Let's say I want to create a folder. So mkdir, maybe bsekuf, backup. Okay. I want to copy this file to the backup, abc.txt, or I want to move this file. I want to move this file, abc2, to the folder backup. If I do this operation, if I will do ls, abc2 is gone, and if I will go in backup, it's here. Anyways, first, what I am doing with the cd word, I should tell you that. Okay. With cd, I change directory. So I can go in root, ls, I can go in downloads, shift T, O, W, and transporting directory, ls, I have nothing there. If I want to go 2 steps back, okay, first, if I want to come out of this directory, I can go cd ... and it will take me to the previous directory, which is root. Let's go in var directory, that's better. Var log, if I have log directory, it's the G4 directory, yes. Then we go in ntp stats. Okay, so I am standing here. If I want to go to var directly, what I can do is I can just type /var, not var only, because var is present at this root directory. / if I'm going 1 step back, I can go in Samba, SAMBA, Samba directly, because where I am standing in var log. If I do ls, Samba is right in front of this directory, is not present at the root directory. So I can go into Samba directly. If I type /Samba, it will not go into it, and it will say there is no directory, because I am trying to go on /Samba. So /Samba means the Samba is placed at root directory, placed at root. This directory is placed at root. So if I am standing in front of a directory, I will just go into the directory by pointing the name, and if I want to the directory which is present at root, so I will start with the sign root. If any confusion is there, we can discuss it again. Or am I going too fast?
I'm good.
You're good. Anyone else having some problem?
No.
No, that's fine. So where I am, PWD. Okay, so I can go into SAMB Samba, then this is an old. Okay. Let's say I want to go to the log folder. I have two ways. I can go cd var log, just like that. Or I can do cd ///. It is telling me go 2 step back. It will go into var log. If I do it again, it will take me to the var folder. I'm saying it go 3 folders back. .. Okay. If I go 3 step back, I will be in var. So I am in var. So that's how we traverse ahead or backward. And the easiest way is you type cd .. 3 times. But if you want to do in one command, because when we are writing the scripts, the bash scripts, so we do it like we want to do it in a single command. And sometimes we need to give the path. So that's how we go ahead and backward. Okay, so where was that ABC? It was in var. So I want to move ABC 3.txt and xyz.txt both to backup. Right. So now ls, both files are gone and they are in backup. Now cp abc 2.txt with abc.txt and 3. Okay, now it already exists. 4.txt, 5.txt, 6.txt. Okay. One more thing, as an administrator, if you want to edit some file, some configuration file, Linux is very I mean, if you are with the root user or any user who can change the files, I mean, there is no way you can undo after you save the file. So it is always a better practice, and you should make it a habit. Whenever you're trying to edit a file, make a copy of it. Like cp, if I want to edit xyz.com, I will say xyz.com.txt dash back dash I have 5-19-2023, the date of a file. ls. So I have this backup available with this date. So now I can happily edit my text file. So if something goes wrong, you have a backup, and what you can do is you can delete this file and make a copy of xyz.com from this file, or you can rename it to xyz.com. So it's better practice always to copy a file before editing it. One more question. I think you should be asking it. If you have not asked it, I can make another directory.
Can you rename the XYZ file that you just created because it says 2923?
This one?
Yes, just rename.
What do you want to rename it with?
No, instead of 2923, 2023.
Sorry?
It says 2923, right? 519.
Oh, okay, 2023.
Yeah.
Yep. 2023. Now it's 2023.
Okay, got it. So
it was a typo actually. I wanted to type 2023. In my videos, even in my videos, I always review my own video, because sometimes, like in yesterday class, I had NTFS in my mind and I was saying NFS. So I review it, then I put a comment on the video that it is not what it is. Actually, it is this. So always observe those comments. So anyways, that's how we rename a file. So if I want to copy, I can make another directory. Again, what data? So data is here. I want to move ABC all the files starting with abc to the folder data. What I can do is I can type abc.txt, abc2.txt, abc3.txt, and so on. And in the end, I will say move it to data. Okay. Or what I can,
I was giving you my elbow.
I haven't. Yes, he has. I had to look at it.
Okay, it's gone. So what I can do is move abc static. Static is what? Anything comes after abc, ignore it. Now I type ls. All the files starting from abc are gone into data. So move everything starting with the word abc. If you have similar files, you can use the word static carefully, and you can move all the files just like that. You can use this static everywhere. You can use it with find command. You can use it with everywhere. You can use the static. Static means anything. Okay. Now I want to go directly to root, so I type cd/, and now I forgot where I have created that file, or where is my file of interest. So I can do is find. Okay, I remember it. I was doing it in var directory, and the name started from abc, but I don't know anything else. So I will do abc, and whatever comes after abc, ignore it. Just find the file abc static. So if I search it, it will tell me all the files and their locations. If even I don't know it was in var, so you can search the whole computer by giving the only / directory, but it will take time because it will search abc.py. It will there is nothing in the OS right now. It's minimum OS, so it did it quickly. But if you have billions of files available, so scanning a whole computer for a single file is sometimes time taking. So it has given me that these are my abc files, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I will go with just
Another asterisk in the front.
now, I'm saying it like, okay, something is wrong. My internet connection is stable. Why? abc.txt. If I know the exact file name, it will tell you where your exact file is available. So statics are used. I mean, it depends how you want to use it. So you go
No, say
static in
suppose
front.
say suppose if I have a file 123 abc.txt, how would I
Okay.
find that?
It's 123 abc.txt, right? So you just do
Yes.
find minus name, the location, and the file name.
No, but I'm just giving that as an example. Say suppose if I have a bunch of files that starts with abc, and sometimes abc is in the middle, sometimes abc is at the end.
You
I don't
do
know.
static,
Yeah,
static.
that's what static. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. So, but again, it's if you are performing some operation, you want to delete every file starting from this and abc in the middle. So any file can have abc in it. So the better way is just first search the files and then perform the delete operation, either manually or at least by having a look at it.
So we can do this operation with anything like delete or make backups.
Yes, you can do it with everything.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Anyone else? Are you getting it? When you guys will practice it? Can I take a test tomorrow? I think I should. There's a background noise. Oh, sorry, I muted you. Come again.
Tomorrow is Friday. How about on Monday? That way we'll get enough practice for the weekend.
Maybe on Monday. Then fine. I'll take a test on Monday. That how the move files, copy files, find files, and what else we can do.
Make directories, backups,
Remove directory, remove a file.
edit the text, or edit the text file.
So we did it already. You know. I know the exact files. This is the file, so I will go vi. I am editing it. Press I. And this, and and then I can escape.
No. I'm saying we can do this as a test, as part of the test.
Okay, test. So then I want to remove a file.
RM.
Good. The file name and the path. Enter. Yes, press Y. It's gone. But the problem is we have our backup data. Okay, I can go one step back. CP minus R, ignore what I'm doing. data 2. So I have created a backup data folder. So I have a RM. I can go with ABC static because I want to delete all the files. But you know, if I have 1,000 files, it will ask 1,000 times. You want to delete this file? I will type yes. On the next file, you want to remove this file? I will type yes.
Wait,
So if
1,000 different, how many files are?
you have 1,000
However many.
files starting from ABC dot whatever, and you are using the word switch static. Okay. So on each and every single file, it will ask you, do you want to remove it? Don't you think it is difficult to
Yes, it
type?
is.
Yes, it is. So then RM minus RF and ABC static. Okay. Enter. It's a very dangerous switch. Press enter. Press LS. Everything is gone. It has not asked you it's in system file. It has not asked you it is an important file. It has not asked, are you sure you want to delete it? And there is no recycle bin in Linux. So if using forcefully switch, it's like when you delete a big file in Windows with shift delete. It will not go into recycle bin. It will just be vanished. So with RF switch, you can delete forcefully and it will not ask any question. And what you can do is you can go to root. And if I do RM minus RF static, can you tell me what will happen?
It'll give all the RF function.
No, it will remove everything
It will remove everything from where?
from the root directory.
And what is a root?
Everything is in there pretty much. I don't know.
Everything is in there. It's the starting point.
Yes, all your, I think.
Everything is
boot.
gone.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some files left which are some running processes.
System, yeah. Then
But still, when you will reboot your OS,
it won't reboot.
it won't reboot. And this happened practically. My colleague did it with a backup server.
Oh shoot.
Luckily, it was a backup server. He didn't realize he was standing on the root directory, and he was thinking that I'm in the logs directory, and he wanted to clear the log, and he was on the root.
He was on the hash. Okay.
Good. So
And
so we need to be careful while using the forceful commands, and we need to be careful with the static command. I mean, we use it. We should be as specific as we can go. So I think we are good with it. There are a lot of things we can do, but I think today is enough. Actually, you need to practice it. You will do the if you have Windows. I'm not sure about the Mac. Yesterday I was having a look at the putty install on the Mac. It is not as simple as Windows. I mean, in Windows, we just double click the exi and it starts installing. On the Mac, it was giving me there was some marketplace and you can search for this, search for that. And maybe Jay, you are good with the putty, right? You have installed it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so if anyone has Mac, they can take help from Jay in installing putty. So should I continue or you want to
Zishan, you were saying that you use putty to connect to your Unix host in actually real life scenarios, right? That's how you guys connect your host?
with putty or secure CRT. But
Secure
that's
CRT.
Yes, that's a licensed thing, and putty is open.
It's free.
General user license.
General user license. So you said secure CRT or CRD?
CRT.